Andrew Rumney, EBEX Solutions Director, welcome back. The topic we'd like to talk to you about this afternoon is the Lean 2, Lean Manufacturing 2, Lean Manufacturing 3, and perhaps some information about the vertical markets that those solutions are addressing. Why Lean 2 and Lean 3? Why not just Lean 2?
When we first of all developed Lean 1, which is now the product that Microsoft own and in fact incorporated in 2009, I used to class that as a horizontal solution, something that was available for all markets. I think we recognise that markets are different and we have to be able to supply different techniques to different markets. If we take aerospace and defence, for example, we know how important serial number and traceability is in that there. Now, if we want to move away from a batch and queue mechanism, we still have to support the fundamentals of any industry. So we have to support serialised and batch tracking for those industries. Same for medical devices, for example. But if we look at the other areas, maybe again, if we look at high tech, again, they have different requirements because they are a faster moving environment and they need more focus maybe on their supply chain and their vendors. So again, some of the techniques we may develop there may be applicable to other industries, but maybe not. So we need to verticalise it. Now we recognise this long before Microsoft bought the solution, but we actually were not capable of developing it at that time because obviously the solution had been bought by Microsoft. So over the last 2 years, what we've done is to develop Lean 2, which has a number of extra facilities in it, serialised tracking, for example. And you can take these components and put them into verticals. So you can take an automotive vertical and take the various pieces of functionality you need to support that in a lean way, or medical devices or automotive or in fact electronics. So that's what we mean by verticals, and that's what really is in the Lean 2 layer. What's in the Lean 3 layer is some of the functionality that we've had for a long time, and in fact many of our customers use, vendor managed inventory being an example. And this was functionality that Microsoft actually did purchase when they bought the product, but felt that it was a specialised area, and in fact have given them back to us for us to expand on them and incorporate them within those verticals I was just telling you about. So Lean 2 is, yes, more functionality, but maybe verticalised, and Lean 3 is additional modules that add value to the solution overall. I think the other thing I'd like to sort of say on just those two areas, we operate our development on a pull process. In other words, we try not to develop anything unless there's a pull from the market.
Very lean.
It tries to be. And I'm not going to say that it's the panacea for the way that software development should take place. But what I think I am going to say is that we don't know everything, and it's the market that knows what it needs more than us. So yes, we could produce lots of facilities and lots of functionality and throw it at the market, a bit like our square steering wheel we talked about earlier.
Yes, yeah.
And maybe the market would take it, maybe they wouldn't. And what we need to be in a position to do is to actually be a very lean organisation, but only working on those things that the market needs. So when a market pulls something, it doesn't have to wait 6 or 12 months for us to develop that piece of functionality. We can develop it very quickly, because of the flexibility and speed at which you can develop it in AX, of course, that's an advantage. But we make sure that we're not working on things that we think the market needs and working towards those goals, but we only work on things that the market actually pulls from us. So yes, we will develop prototypes and ideas and flood those to the market and say, do you see any of those as being something useful? If they say yes, then we'll work with a particular customer or group of customers to develop them.
Right, and the Lean 3 is dependent on Lean 2?
Well, and everything is dependent on Lean 1, of course, yes.
Right.
Yes. You have to take the Lean 1 version from Microsoft, on which you take the Lean 2. And if you wish to take some of the functionality that's in Lean 3, these additional module areas like VMI, for example, yes, you have to have Lean 2 in place.
And as I understand what you said, the Lean 2 is owned and developed by EBEX.
Indeed.
And Lean 3 is owned by Microsoft.
And given to us under license to give back to the market.
Understood,
correct.
Hence the Lean 2, Lean 3.
3.
And where do I buy these additional functionality packs from?
From EBEX. You can register your interest on the Lean Centre of Excellence website, and we will contact you. Or you can ring us, of course, and we'll actually talk to you about them. But you'll find all the brochures you need and the white papers on these modules and on these layers that you can download from the Lean Centre of Excellence website.
And I'd like to see a demonstration. How would I go about seeing a demonstration of the solution?
Well, again, you can actually take the master classes. That will give you some information, of course, for it. But of course, if you're really interested in actually exploring that, please contact us and we'll undertake such a demonstration for you.
Fantastic. Thank you, Andrew.
No problem.